Well, welcome. Chiefs having some difficulties, but we are here. This is conspiracy series. All right. So this is now conspiracy theory night, as we know, and we got some good topics to talk about. That's if Chief's computer lets him talk about them.
Anyway,
I do have one question about that new intro that we have. You got you for creator, him for co-host. You got me for nothing.
Your anchor.
Yeah, bullshit.
Hey, you are
I'll
better
edit
than
it. I
me.
was in a hurry.
hmm I'd
I
appreciate
didn't
that.
So, with tonight, has the NFL really
As
lost
long
its
as the
mind?
computer Insidious is telling me doesn't glitch here.
So far, you're good. Is I know what it is. Don't run the bottom. Don't run the flicker because Ghost does that every now and again too. When he runs the flicker, he'll start cutting out. But the moment he does away with it, he's fine.
What flicker?
The bottom, where it scrolls across the bottom
Oh,
of the screen, it's too much for the his internet to handle, which is weird.
it's usually because when I was doing it, I was typing another
You
one, so
guys
I was
keep
doing three
freezing.
at once.
We're for you're fine. Well, you keep freezing on our end, but we're fine.
Actually, I'm not. He's not. She's not freezing on my end at all. I can hear him just fine.
Yeah, move to the left. He's frozen.
Yeah, now he is. Uh, has the NFL lost its mind? That goes with the assumption that Roger Goodell had one to begin with.
Okay, now yep, it's working. You're good.
Yeah, we saw that,
Definitely.
and so did the millions.
The zero viewers that are in right now.
And I was frozen on that. that oh, that's good. That was funny.
All right, so you can see me moving back and forth.
Yeah, just as long as you don't move too quick, you might be fine. I think a lot of it's your internet, man, which is weird.
Okay. Who's editing the colors?
You? Wait, are you? It's just us in here that I know of. The ghost is being ghosting. Hey, Paul, you do have girl hands. Oh shit. Um. Anywho, so I've been doing some research all day, off and on, and come to a couple conclusions here about the Super Bowl. One, why do we have an announcer that doesn't know his history? I think that's the biggest one I have.
I would say if it was Matt Ryan, I would understand because he does. That's a day he. That's a day that he's had permanently etched out of his mind.
But who was the guy that was announcing? I don't think they even called their names.
They probably did, or Lord knows, I don't remember.
I shall find out.
In the meantime,
Greg Olson and with Kevin Burkhardt. So we have two guys that don't know NFL history because not one of them even chimed in to fix the other one's mistake. So my question is, how many people caught it? Actually, there was two mistakes they made. But the first one was there was never an overtime in the Super Bowl. Well, that's bullshit. And we all know that's bullshit. Because we all remember the famous Patriots and the Falcons game where Falcons were leading 28-9 in the fourth quarter, and then Brady came back and did Brady things, and Brady ended up winning the game in overtime. So I just want to know why we had two announcers that didn't know anything about the history of the league. Unless they're trying to rewrite Brady history. What do you think, Chief? Chief has no comment. Ghost when he will.
I said, who knows?
So
No, I removed him because he's not in his room.
never. He didn't even say I'll be right back. What a fruitcake. Anyways,
Anywho, so I now have the laptop bird, but the Wi-Fi is also connected in case.
did you try going over to Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I have it Wi-Fi both.
How many mods per second are you getting? That's the question I have.
What's up?
I think Chief's trying to figure out his internet issue.
Oh.
But just remember, Chief, the more stuff you have on Wi-Fi, the slower your internet will be. Even if it's cabled, it's not going to matter at all. So, one of the biggest things that we have been talking about and heard people talking about this big conspiracy of the NFL is rigged. So,
Thought it was
I have
kind of odd.
Huh?
I thought it was kind of odd what they said last night.
Which part?
About the finish.
Oh yeah, about that one. I don't know if anybody else caught the other announcer. You heard me say two screw ups. Well, that was number two. He said that it's been a good game so far, but it's going to be an even better spectacular finish. I'm trying to figure out how they knew that there was going to be a spectacular finish when the game wasn't even over yet.
Well, it was tied. They figured it'd come down to a close game. I mean, that part makes sense.
Not really. You would normally say that at the end of it. Oh, what a spectacular finish to this ball game. You wouldn't say it mid through. Nobody ever says that mid through game. Not even Tony Romo, because he knows that things can change in a heartbeat. It's supposed to be the NFL. Things do change, especially on the fly. Speaking of that, I think it's Chief switching over to the phone.
case the internet goes out, my phone's up and running.
I would almost say it'd be easier for you to stream off of that. You're not freezing, which is what's weird.
I know. I mean, it's like there's two different chiefs. One's sitting there, and the other one's drinking. The
Quite
other one's sitting
literally.
there, the other one's flipping it
One's
off.
flipping us off, and the other one's literally just sitting in front of the computer staring at it.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're moving barely. Now this ain't your internet connection because you're really blurred at one point and then you're moving just fine. Now I'm gonna definitely say your internet connection's pretty shitty.
Yeah, I'll be contacting Let's Go tomorrow.
See, you're already done drinking, and the camera on the computer still shows you drinking.
Chief probably forgot to pay his bill again. Hey, when you forget your paid bill, they slow you down. Hey, when you forget your paid bill, they slow you down. Hey, when you forget your paid bill, they slow you down.
Have to repeat. Oh, wow.
I'm not like you and it forgets to make payments. I paid my shit.
Are you
Anyway,
sure?
let's get on. Yes, let's get on topic.
Using Monopoly money doesn't count as paying your bills, Paul.
Oh, shit.
At least I have a job to pay my bills.
Ooh, from downtown. He hits back.
And it's gone!
And he hits back. All right, so back on topic. I have some stuff I'm going to disclose here. So,
You're gay?
I think I've already came out of the closet as a lesbian, and I will remainder is that. Anywho, so I found a couple articles that I'm going to share. Maybe even the podcast of the other guy with Pat McAfee.
Pat who?
Pat.
McAfee?
Him too. Anyways, so let me get into my share screen here. And yeah, I'll share audio. But first, I'll start with this one. Starts off with, is the NFL as rigged always has been? Looking at certain missed calls through specific lens, how you see it. So we start with each year, Commissioner Roger Goodell at the rest of the NFL league office somehow convinces 1,696 NFL players to fulfill the script of the upcoming season. Former players have confirmed long-standing fan speculation that the NFL is rigged. On January 31st, former NFL running back Arian Foster confirmed on the Macrodosing podcast that the NFL gave him and other players a script for the upcoming season before they started playing any games. We were dedicated to the script, so it was more so that was what practice was about. It was about practicing script, Foster said. Obviously, that is not the case. The NFL is almost certainly not rigged, as convincing many people who have dedicated their lives to the sport to follow a script would be impossible. But that will never stop fan speculation that rigging is real. So what are some of the most blatant times the NFL appeared rigged? Tuck rule. When the NFL quarterback is hit and the ball comes loose, it is a fumble. Unless that QB's arm is moving forward in a throwing motion, then it is incomplete pass. But in 2001, the AFC divisional round matchup between the New England Patriots and the Oakland Raiders, that rule seemingly forgotten. Tom Brady fumbled the ball, but the ref called the ball dead as an incomplete pass instead. The call was vital as the Patriots went on to win the game on a game-winning field goal, 16-13. Not only did they win that game, but they also went to win the Super Bowl, the first of Brady's career in the team's dynasty. Following Hurricane Katrina, it took years for New Orleans to go through the recovery efforts for the damage and the loss that it caused. 3 years after its initial tear, they were still recovering, but the city's NFL team, the Saints, miraculously won the Super Bowl. The NFL wanted the Saints to win because of the publicity, increased ratings, and overall feel-good nature of it. The conspiracy runs so deep that they have outlined the potential that even the opposing QB, Peyton Manning, helped fix the game. That brings us to this one. Kansas City Chiefs, the current age dynasty of the NFL, they replaced the Patriots. Patrick Mahomes, the new legendary QB to replace Tom Brady. Neither of those can happen unless the team wins its first Super Bowl. That is exactly what happened in the Super Bowl. Officiating in the game was seemingly one-sided, and as always, and some calls were controversial to say the least, including a bad pass interference call on San Francisco 49ers tight end George Kittle. Now this one's funny. The Minneapolis Miracle. Justifying the Minneapolis Miracle as being rigged is simple. How in the world does an NFL safety, in this case, the Saints, Marcus Williams, absolutely blunder such a simple tackle? All Williams needed to do was wrap up Minnesota's wide receiver, Stephon Diggs, and the game would be over. He did not do that. So the one way that makes sense is if you believe he was paid off to lose the game purposely. Super Bowl XL. The extra large Super Bowl is one of the most notoriously scriptumized games in NFL history, played between the Seahawks and the Steelers. Bleacher Report has called it an urban legend of how notorious it is. Even the referee from the game, Bill Levy, apologized to the Seahawks for poor officiating and said that he loses sleep over missed calls. How do you lose sleep over missed calls? They weren't missed if you saw them and just didn't say anything. Is it not weird that all the big rigged games come in the Super Bowl? For this edition of the NFL choosing the winner, it comes down to not believing that a proposing team, let alone one good enough to make the Super Bowl, could be that bad. The Atlanta Falcons led the Patriots 28-3 with about a quarter and a half left to play. They also led 28-9 heading into the fourth quarter. All they had to do was kneel the ball every single play of offense and become Super Bowl champions. They did not do that. Patriots came back, won the game in overtime, begging the question of how the NFL team is that bad. Now we can go back to that statement right there of when I called that, when the announcer said no one else.
Can I say something? Can I interrupt you on that? Because I've been thinking about that all day ever since you and I talked about it earlier about just stealing the ball and you could win the game. That doesn't seem logical to me because
Well,
that
it happened last Sunday.
No, I mean, are you suggesting kneeling the ball through the whole second half,
Is this
or just
Chris?
one drive?
Do what, Chief?
They said a lot of stuff.
You're frozen in
Can
time
you guys hear
again.
me and see me?
So,
So the point I was making
Well, Michael
was,
seems like he's sitting in one position. So.
well, I am sitting in one position.
okay, now you're moving and I can hear you.
Um,
So I heard you say they said a lot of stuff. What else were you gonna say?
me?
No, Chief.
Ugh.
Now I don't hear him at all. Unless he muted himself somehow.
I said that looked like ghosts.
But I am sitting in
You
one
don't hear
spot.
me?
Now I can. You're in and out. So, anyways, the announcer said that that pretty much no one ever won a Super Bowl in overtime. That's funny because it's right there, black and white. Patriots.
Oh, it's the Patriots. What do you expect?
So now we go into finally the Harbaugh Bowl. The first Super Bowl was coached by two brothers, one for the 49ers and the other for the Baltimore Ravens. During the game, the power inexplicably went out after the Ravens returner, Jacob Jones, took the opening second half kickoff 109 yards for a touchdown. With no power, there was a 34-minute delay that is speculated to be done on purpose in hopes of halting the Ravens' momentum, then giving the 49ers the opportunity to come back. Somehow, the Ravens still won the game, but the intent to fix the game was obviously clear. So there was that one. So anything you guys want to talk about out of that one I just read?
I still don't see the logic about the whole kneeling down.
Like I said, you just witnessed it. When they kneeled it 3 times in a row. It's the waste.
Kneeling it 3 times in a row, but you may seem like you would have to.
It's to waste their timeouts. So, for instance, you kneel 3 times, that wastes their timeouts.
Right, but you said that they should do that through the whole second half.
You can. We saw
you can, but it wouldn't benefit you because you kneel 3 times.
If you're a better team,
the ball.
Okay, if you're ahead 28 to whatever.
3.
Yeah. If you're ahead by how many freaking touchdowns, whatever, and you decide you're in the fourth quarter, why not?
You're still down by, and you're still up by.
Well, you're not going backwards, but you're not going backwards. You're staying where you're at. You can go up to a 3rd and goal. Keep that time clock moving. You can go up to a 3rd and goal.
Which they did.
Exactly. And then do a little small route, get another first down, start kneeing again. Keep that clock moving.
If you're good enough to keep, but you're maybe not kneeling, but they should have kept the run game going, which they didn't. They kept passing it. You're right. They should have did the run game, but kneeling, no, they should have done doing the run game. But Matt Ryan decided to keep going through the air, and that's what kept the time on the clock. And you can't give Tom Brady 30 seconds, let alone a whole quarter.
They gave him enough time that they got that interception, ran it down their throat, then turned around, got another interception, ran it down their throat again. And then they got that 3 points that tied the game in the final seconds.
Yeah. And I believe all of us was at my pad, and the show was having the biggest temper tantrum we've ever seen.
It was a good game. I mean,
our Chiefs shaking his head yes, like.
And you know what's sad is this Super Bowl was a good game, but I feel that it was obviously freaking rigged. It's all there. It's obviously. From the announcing calls that were made to the bad calls on the field. Did you actually hear what that referee came out and said? He broke silence, and he said that the hold kept him from going left. And I'm like, the ball was in front of him. Why would he need to go left? That was the initial call of why he called it. And I'm like, what? You can read plays now? You know where he's going to go?
Right.
And also, I always thought you couldn't call holding or pass interference if the ball was uncatchable.
And that ball was uncatchable. It was completely in front of him.
Not to mention, it was also out of bounds.
Yeah. And I think that's why they were all like, what the fuck? It was freaking dumb. But anyways, the next one is, I don't know how true this is once again. These are all theories. And I don't know how true this one is. But if it happens, Chief will be having a victory dance. We'll go with that. So, here it is. NFL Super Bowl script leaked. Former player claimed NFL is rigged and came this close to a prediction, the final score of the Eagles and Chiefs. That was supposed to be the final score of the Eagles and Chiefs game.
They flat out kind of reversed it.
Uh-huh. Only thing is they had the Eagles score in the first. That's the
It's funny. Before we started taping, Aaron was telling me about how the NFL is rigged and how every year he used to get a script.
Yeah.
Day one of training camp, or he'd get dropped off at his locker, and you would have to, it was like week 1 you'll do this, week 2 you're gonna have a hamstring injury, week 3 this is gonna happen, week 4 you're gonna get 3 touchdowns, and so then you just have to. Did you memorize those before the season started? Or would you go and rehearse the script before every game?
We were really dedicated to it, so it was more so like that's what practice was about. It was about practicing the script. Like, this is what goes on, and this is what we have to do in order to.
And this referee is going to miss this call because they hate you and they love the Colts, that sort of thing.
WWF, so it's like, you know, we know what's going to happen, but you still got to put on a show.
Yeah.
What did you think when you got the script in 2016 that said your career was going to fall off a cliff when you stopped believing in God?
That was 2015.
Yeah.
That last one was a little weird to me when they said that, because he was so serious. Like, he's like, that was 2015. But he later came back and said he was joking about this. Does that sound like a guy that's joking?
I don't know. People have been known to lie with a straight face on it.
Oh, I'm not going to disagree with you at all, because I happen to agree.
Yeah, we've been on the air for about a half an hour. None of our fans have showed up.
We have 3 people watching on Twitch.
Yeah. It's not the
By
same.
the way, I'm not sure if you guys saw the new, but what's his name? Give me a minute here.
Chief,
Derek Carr has been released by the Raiders.
we knew that was coming. But take a look at your screens.
This is going to be next year. Bengals and Cowboys in the Super Bowl.
If this is correct, or if somebody actually just made that, I am unsure.
With the Bengals winning.
But that is kind of a throw off to me. Because you see the 2022, but how would they have the 2024 already there unless this was leaked from somebody from the NFL actual organization? It's phone. If that makes sense.
So does that mean Chief puts all the Highway 34 funds on the Bengals and we make bank?
What funds?
I don't know. The $20 we give you every month.
But I think it's funny that they already knew where it was going to be before anybody else did.
Hey.
And I actually did look it up, and that is where it's going to be.
Yep. Yeah, but they already know when the Super Bowl is going to be before the current Super Bowl will be.
I'm not denying it.
I mean, they put those up ahead. Like they probably already know where the next 5 locations are.
Smokey, shut it.
Welcome to those of you that just got here. So the next one I have is a clip that I was reading. And this clip, well, not really a clip, it's an article, was about a ref that was, you know what? I'm just going to read it. I don't think I have to screen share it. So in a documentary, this is a NBA ref, so it's a little different, but it's still sports. He says the league decided to crack down on a certain spin move, calling it a traveling violation. One night, the ref made that very call on Michael Jordan. As the ref tells it, Phil Jackson, Jordan's coach, comes flying over the bench, and he starts giving me in explicit tones I say, wait a second, Phil, you know as well as I do that the spin move that they're telling us to call. Why do you keep doing that? They're telling us to call, and he said they may want that play called, but they certainly don't want it called on him. Later in the locker room, another referee told the other ref they want the call, but don't call it on Jordan. When Commissioner David Stern structured the league, we as officials know that it was better to treat the star players better than others. I just wanted to be the best referee and advance up the ladder, and I saw the way guys that were in the NBA Finals handled the game. They didn't call fouls against the stars. They were well respected. These fans that pay thousands of dollars to sit courtside here, they didn't come here to see Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal sit on the bench. They came to see them play. The league's your boss, and you want them to think you're doing a good job because that's the case. You're on the playoff roster. That comes out with is an anonymous amount of money and respect. So, with that being said, do you think that the NFL is about the same? Depends on who you are.
Yeah.
Depending, yeah, you know, that's the biggest question right there. Depending on who you are. If you're a Patriot fan for the last decade, no. If you're an Eagle fan right now, yeah.
But I was shocked on one thing. There was no roughing the passer calls. Not one. But then again, neither one of them got a sack on each other. Well, yeah, Kansas City got one. So there's one on that. So anything else you guys want to talk about on the that side of the fence?
No.
So we have no more about the NBA, NFL could be possibly scripted.
Give me a minute here. I'm looking.
We're talking about if the NFL was rigged, but now we're moving on to some shootings that happened.
We don't really know much really about that one yet, besides the guy shot himself, and that 3 people are dead, and 7 are wounded. You guys just keep making him look more and more and more not guilty, I swear. So I just went and looked at the Iowa.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So, Michigan State University, a gunman killed 3 students and left 5 others in critical condition. Authorities believe he may have plans to target other schools in New Jersey. Unfortunately, those schools will no longer be targeted, as the police located the body of the gunman with a self-inflicted shotgun shot. The suspect that they found deceased was arrested in 2019 after allegedly carrying a concealed weapon without a permit.
You want me to continue with that one and hold you up right there for a second? Because you've all heard me talk about it. You can't stop bad people because they don't care about your gun laws. So your stricter gun laws only work for the law-abiding citizens.
The deadly rampage at the Michigan State University forced students to jump out of windows and run for their lives. There was a student that was in a history class. All of a sudden, I heard gunshots directly behind me. The sophomore told the news. The shooter opened the back classroom door and started firing at my classmates in the back, wounding them. I smelled and saw gunpowder. I thought I was going to die.
So this was a 12 gauge, correct?
It just said shotgun, so sawed off shotgun. I think that's what that said. Where let me find it here. Nope, just says self-inflicted gunshot wound with a note that he had in his pocket indicating a threat of 2 more public schools.
Well, they're no longer a threat.
Unless there's more people.
Fair enough. But we've been saying it, haven't we, Ghost?
The
Stop bad people from getting guns because they don't care.
The gunman stepped out of the classroom, leaving the door wide open. Some students bravely smashed windows, helped others jump out of the first floor classroom. There's a boy on the other side of the window catching people who were jumping out of windows. He stood there and risked his life to catch people. My feet hit the ground running. I forgot everything I owned because it didn't matter. I was focused on making it out alive. I jumped out the window and ran as fast as I could, screaming.
And the question is, I have a question for you, Insidious. Let's say they hired a couple of vets for the school with a couple of piss. How far do you think this would have gotten?
He wouldn't have made it.
The university police have identified the 3 students as a junior, a sophomore, and another junior, 2 females, and a male.
Sad deal, man. So this was a high school?
It was a college.
That was university. University.
Yeah,
Okay,
university.
So they were doing night classes. Got it. Okay.
It was during the day. This was on the news when I was at work.
I heard about it at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock this morning, and they said it happened at 8 o'clock last night.
2 of the individuals that were killed just graduated high school last year.
I don't like this shit, man. I don't.
The 5 victims that are currently in critical condition their names have not been released as of yet.
They shouldn't be anyways. They're alive. They should be able to speak on their own freely and willingly. If not, they should leave them alone.
Like I've said before we even started the podcasting about stuff like this, I keep saying that they're going to eventually have to have law enforcement in street clothes in the schools. So you don't know who's a cop and who's a teacher.
You don't need a cop, you just need a couple vets. Maybe just one.
Or that. Shots came. So this happened not today, but yesterday.
I always do. What are you talking about?
The first shots were heard at 8:18 p.m. yesterday.
I'm not going there. You know he's gay, right?
Uh-huh.
Who you talking about? The guy in chat or a ghost?
The guy in chat.
Oh.
He said Ghost is looking buff, and Ghost says, I always do, with a big smile. I'm like,
Hey, you know the guys. You know what? We don't promote that stuff here.
But you're sitting here going with him.
Well, that's because you keep.
Well,
you just blocked you just blocked the other guy just for asking a question.
There you go. Have at it. He didn't ask a question.
Just don't ask. Just don't ask what news. Just don't ask what news channel I'm getting this info from.
Did you block him, Ghost?
No,
I didn't, Chief.
I don't know.
I didn't. I did not. Ghost is lying.
So it must have been the Ghost.
I'm not afraid of gay people. You afraid of gay people, Insidious?
I ain't afraid to ban anybody. And Age of Goth Girl might be next. She might make my list.
Wait, did you just say ban or bang anybody?
Banned.
It's not what I thought. I swore you just said.
You ain't joking. I'm not unbanning anybody. Sorry about your luck. And for those that think I'm joking, Insidious has a list. He checks it twice.
Whatever you say, Santa.
And y'all thought I was bad.
Congratulations. They might just make the list. And that's a good list to be on.
Just shut up and take your Coke.
Do you have some I could borrow?
You just drank it.
Oh, you meant that Coke. I thought you meant the
Dumbass.
I thought you meant the white substance.
Yeah, but sorry, Goth Girl. We're not afraid of anybody.
Anywho, back on the topic at hand, please.
That's all I have so far on the Michigan situation.
Well, I was just looking at the Idaho thing, and man, they keep making him look out to be more of a good guy than a bad guy.
Ooh, what do you got?
Well, they said they've been trying to look at his mental state prior to that later that night.
Right.
They said he got into a heated verbal argument with his professor. And I'm like, okay, if he was this deranged serial killer you're trying to paint him out to be, why didn't he just kill the professor? Age of Goth Girl, I thought you were cool too. It's okay. You can shed a tear for them.
Dilfy? What?
You made the list.
I don't think you're paying attention to tonight.
I asked you how your Valentine's Day
No,
was?
I guess not. Bogglehead's probably about the only cool one out of all of them. He's the only one that comes in and actually has conversations with us and about our topics. Everybody else comes in off of YouTube. Almost seems like they just want to be stupid.
Man, that's the first time I was. Actually, it's not the first time. Hey, how often does that friend of ours on Facebook call and say that we're afraid of people like that?
Hey, do me a favor, both of you. Look up cult mom Lori Vallow.
Yeah, I see that. And they scheduled her trial date 3 years after.
That is also an Idaho murder thing.
Yeah, I seen that one. Wow, I don't remember that one. FBI denies losing Brian Koberger as students recall him staring on Moscow campus.
Huh?
So it's illegal.
Staring?
It's illegal to stare now at a campus.
What? What do you mean, staring at a campus? Can you?
I don't know. They're just.
Sorry, I don't have any straws to grasp right now. I think that's what they're trying to do.
What are we talking about?
Yes, I did.
I worked.
Other than the fact I had to go back into work after my original shift was over because they ran out of product. But yes. So, according to this article, Brian followed 3 of the 4 victims on Instagram, but they didn't follow him back.
Oh, it's 3 now. I thought it was just the 1.
So, is that the motive for why he killed them? Because they didn't follow him back?
Well, if that's the case. I think Insidious
Wait,
has another
what?
list.
Yeah.
Hold on just a second.
What'd you find? Age of Goth Girl, how was yours? Did you have a good Valentine's as well?
I didn't do anything.
They should talk about for Valentine's.
Authorities in at least 2 Pennsylvania counties where Brian Koberg attended college have searched their cold case files looking for links that could connect those cases to the suspect in the Idaho college murderers. Your natural question to start wondering is this guy wanted? In order to search your staff, whether Koberg could have any ties to any such solved case in their jurisdiction. His name is out there. Did he do anything in my county? So now the state of Pennsylvania is looking into cold cases to see if they connect any of them to him.
Wow.
Oh, wow. They're
So
really
the government's really trying to hang this guy.
Which makes me wonder, what does he know? They only do that to people they that know something about something important. I wonder if we could.
Interesting.
Do what you got to do.
Nice. That's what's up.
So there's a guy that knows Kohlberger saying he's hope he didn't do it, and he's a believer in innocent until proven guilty, but he's hoping he didn't do it.
Right there, that's the key that we really need to understand, is that he is innocent until proven guilty.
But the problem is they're just trying to hang him all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there isn't even a matter at all, dude. They are just out to just hang this guy. So, okay. Where's the rest of it?
What, the rest of her link or what?
No.
Well,
try worse. Wow.
What?
I can't fucking believe this shit.
What?
Oh, that could be right. All right, let's keep going now. We keep going. I'm doing my digging. Just doing my digging. Doing my thing.
Yeah, all of his former classmates in Pennsylvania saying they don't think he did it. They think he was set up.
Well,
Who
that's
does?
something for the. Well, that's something for the defense.
Yeah, but with him not fighting extradition,
So check this out, okay? Type in Brian Koberger helps police. It gives you 26,200 results, right?
Right.
But I only clicked 4 times before I was at the end. No other pages, no nothing. So you're telling me I went through all 26,200 results in 3 clicks?
Interesting.
Yeah.
What are you trying to think?
New York Post one
What are they
day,
filtering?
Brian Kohlberger fired his teaching assistant before
Yep.
his arrest.
Yeah, I was skimming through and reading all those. But Chief, do you see that up on your screen too when you Googled up that and how many results you get?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. It's messed up that you only get 3 clicks out of that. All right, so I will try something new. Bing, you're not Google. You're Microsoft. Let's see what you got.
What do we think about what?
Really?
So 30 already?
Really? Oh, wow. According to a retired FBI agent, a conviction is not important to securing a conviction.
Hey,
What?
Insidious, Gus Girl just gave you a direct question. Do you think
What?
he did it?
There's a lot of things that are making me on the borderline of whether he did it or not.
Here's the thing. What I think he
But the
probably
thing I
did it.
think is when
He,
media starts throwing this guy and throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing, you have to stop and ask yourself, why? Did he really do it, or are they just trying to make you believe he really freaking did it? So everybody will be like, hang him.
Personally, I think he did it, but at the same time, listen to all this stuff. It's like they're trying to
Frame him.
It's like, but yeah, if you really did do
I mean,
it,
if you listen
you
to
don't
this,
need to do all that.
listen to this though. I'm going to read this. This is a retired FBI agent who, listen, U.S. Idaho crime Brian Kohlberger, FBI. The motive of the suspected killer of 4 University of Idaho students is not important for securing a conviction. He literally just said a conviction does not matter. I mean, not a conviction, but motive. Without motive, you have no case. Without motive, you have nothing. Your whole case resolves around the motive of why. So they're saying this guy don't need a reason. He just did it. That's it. Just did it. No real reason. He just did it. Telling you, man, it doesn't add up. I want to look something else up real quick.
Smokey.
Oh, I'm gonna love this one. International Business Times. How come I've never heard of you? Oh, because you're in Asia. Great.
Ghost.
Hmm.
Rechat.
I don't know if I want to.
Whatever.
You made the list. Congratulations. Anywho, Brian Koberger had accomplices in Idaho quadruple murder. Speculations after he mentions others following his arrest. I don't remember that. Okay, I do remember that now. Okay. When he was first arrested, he said he asked if anybody else has been arrested. I remember that now.
Yeah.
But I think he was asking that, like, do you have any other other suspects? Is how I think he was trying to ask that, and it came out wrong.
Probably.
I'm still trying to figure out where all these bruises and marks are, because they said that they fought back. He doesn't look like a guy that was fucked up to me.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about the whole damn thing.
And then
Oh,
he
would have had
it'll
more
be okay.
defensive wounds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's something just doesn't add up about this.
Guys, give me a minute. We have a question and I'm answering it real quick.
We'll be right back after a brief message from our sponsors.
That's right. The official sponsor of Highway 34 Connection, the podcast, is W Energy, a clean energy to help you be better. W Energy. Try it today. Hey, it's the Chief from Highway 34 Connection and Chief_streaming. Check out officialchief34merch.com for all your merch for Highway 34 Connection and Chief Streaming.
If you're interested in buying merch from Insidious_streaming, stop by my spread shop where you can find everything you want and need. Thank you and have a good day.
Now back to your live podcasting here at Highway 34 Connection.
And Ghost has gone ghost. I don't have anything else. Do you?
Maybe.
By the way, all the YouTube comments are coming from you and you and Ghost's YouTube.
Yeah, I knew.
But all 3 Twitch have one person on them as well. So if you're on Twitch watching, thank you for being here. Like I said before we started, I have some new videos. Do you want to see the new BRB video?
I'm not even looking in there right now.
Okay.
I'm in a whole nother.
Well, I was gonna look something up.
That's what I'm doing right now, actually. All right.
Insidious still want to know how much bacon you moved today.
Huh?
They want to know how much bacon you moved today.
Enough. Okay, here we go. That is what I've been talking about. Mr. Koberger has been accused of very serious crimes, but the American justice system cloaks him in a veil of innocence. Chief Public Defender Jason Labar wrote a statement after his arrest. He should be presumed innocent until proven otherwise, not tried in the court of public opinion. In other words, everybody is saying what we're saying, that he's already there. So,
Probably.
what?
Did Ghost go grab a snack? Either that or he's in the bathroom or he went to pick up his wife from work.
Well, I went to go jerk off grasshoppers in a corner.
Probably.
Or God knows what with a God know who. Or why.
Okay, I did that. My bad.
Fuck.
There we go. I didn't mean to put full screen on you.
You're good, bro. Well, on the upside, I got a nap in at work today, so there's that.
Are you watching chat right now?
Yeah.
Cluster of what?
The tattoo on my hand.
Oh. All right, I'm going to put up the BRB screen just because it's brand new and I want to see what he thinks. Give me 1 second, folks. So what'd you guys think? Yeah, I like that.
So, Ghost, how was it?
You want me to leave? I can leave.
No, they're all trying to figure out where you went.
Heard something fall downstairs. Checking to see what it was.
Damn dogs.
That fucking cat.
They don't have a cat no more.
The spirit lives.
Well, this damn, this Peach is getting into something she shouldn't be getting into. But then what stopped me coming back is I just saw a report on the news that kind of caught my eye. It's something we probably should talk about, but we can wait a different time if you don't want to do it tonight.
Talk about what?
So check this out. Apparently there's this, social media has always been a danger for younger kids. But with every single kid these days, I know 6, 7-year-olds that are getting cell phones and they're starting to play on TikTok and Instagram and all this stuff. And there's like a spiel of like 10, 11, 12-year-olds falling for guys or supposedly like a brand new 14-year-old friend on TikTok wanting them to come on over and
and eventually when they stand in front of a TV camera when they walk in and they meet the most famous guy they ever met that's going to make them more famous than what they ever wanted, they'll understand why. And if you ever seen the show How to Catch a Predator, well, you know who I'm talking about.
Right. But you know my problem is it's like
I do, and that show actually made a lot of parents aware that this stuff is out there, man.
Yeah, but has it gotten any better?
Dude,
I have a question for both of you. How old were you?
We're all parents sometimes are too busy, or a lot of times kids thinks they can't talk to their parents.
Well, I have a question for both of you. How old were both of you when you guys got your first cell phone?
Dude, how old were we when cell phones first came out? Dude, we were playing Snake on the son of a bitch. They didn't have apps on them.
Not the point.
No, it is. Because you didn't have
How
Facebook
old were you?
Then. You didn't have Facebook then. You didn't have all
No, you had MySpace, which was even better.
No, you didn't have it on your phone. Phones weren't upgradable then. Not like they are now.
But there's always been predators online, is my point. My point is
back in our ages when we were younger, I don't know about you guys, but I loved Yahoo Chat.
We had Yahoo Chat, AOL Chat, MSN Chat. We had
Yahoo was my thing. Yahoo was my thing.
I think there was also another one. It was where people would play games on. I forget what it's called though. Okay, I was a junior in high school when I got mine because I had college classes I was going to, so my dad wanted to know where I was going. So that's not my point. The problem is nowadays. My problem. Yeah, the point is that parents are giving their 5-year-old a cell phone.
Yeah, no.
See?
No.
So how old do you think kids should be before they should have a cell phone?
My kids.
What the?
My kids. My kids' ages are 12 and one soon to be 14. Mm-hmm. Shay is soon to be 14. Mm-hmm. They have cell phones. And that's because when I feel they are responsible enough, and they have shown me they are responsible, is why they got them. And it's a fast way for me to, if they're in trouble, they can contact me.
So how old do you think kids should be to have a cell phone?
I just told you.
Knowing how old we were when we got ours, and knowing how old you got.
I was a senior when I had mine. I just told you.
Right, I was a junior.
Okay, so I do have 5 kids, but my other ones are small. They don't count. They're not in the conversation.
But that's a quick question then. Your small ones. How old will your small one be before you give them one?
About the age of the other ones.
13, 14. That's fair. I think that's fair. Because that's about the time they're going to middle school and about the time they're getting more classes and getting more into social media, more into,
Now, do believe that my 5-year-old little girl can operate that phone better than me at times? Yes, I do.
So the question is,
yes, there has been.
Well, the problem is, how do you know everything that your 13 and 14-year-old are doing on their cell phones? How do you monitor it?
Well, let's see. I only allow Shay to have kids chat, which I have access to. I can go back and read her messages. I do not allow Snapchat on her phone.
See, you're being a parent. The problem is you got so many people out there that don't have. They give them a cell phone. The problem is that people giving their 10-year-olds a cell phone, and
the answer to that one is a big fat fucking yes, because my stepdaughter also plays Roblox, and my niece, and they play together, and I have heard some of the shit on there, and I have told them both to let me see their phones, and they were both deleted from contacting them.
You have weirdos on every game.
You see the ones we meet on Modern Warfare.
Don't get me started on those bastards.
Friendly. Okay, we'll be your friend. Bam, we're dead. That's the chief for you. Trusting everybody. Me?
No.
First.
I didn't tell you what happened the other night in DMZ when I played, did I?
No.
I wish I was streaming. It was funny as hell. I had a guy cussing me out in every language you could think of.
I guess my concern is how do you protect kids these days when the technology just gets better for them and worse for the parent, and they don't know what they're doing.
It depends on how you look at things.
I figure.
You know how I told you I wanted to assassinate someone in the middle of exfilling on the plane?
You did it.
Yes, I did. He was not happy. You stupid son of a... Oh, yeah. I unmuted my mic and I started laughing.
So, Ghost, what was it you were saying before he
How do you
dropped?
protect? How do you protect the kids?
Doing what I'm doing. Be a parent. Don't try to be their friend. They got to have rules. They got to have boundaries, and you quit
What do
enforcing
you do
them.
with these 12-year-olds on TikTok and stuff? You know, it's like
Honestly, Shay's boyfriend is getting a lot better since I've laid the law down.
You better fucking be.
So ever
But oh
since,
fucking shit. I know him, so he better fucking be.
oh well, he also I told him if he didn't be good and didn't start treating with respect, me and him was gonna go fishing.
Oh, I figured you were gonna say his uncle was gonna come visit.
I told him we were gonna go fishing.
I know where he lives. He's my freaking. I still think it's funny.
He don't live. I know where he lives. It was on the west end of town. I know where he lives.
I know. I can tell you the exact street, the exact house,
I know.
probably the exact bedroom.
He lives right over by my brother used to be.
No,
Where he lives.
unless they moved, they lived on Woodland.
Yep, right upstairs from where my brother used to be.
Yeah.
No, there's a reason I said fishing.
I know what you meant, but I know what you meant. But no.
No, he's gotten better.
Good. He better be.
He's gotten a lot better.
As long as he doesn't act like his
But
dad,
I
he'll be
think the
fine.
biggest thing that is wrong with him is he doesn't have a father figure in his life. I think that's his biggest problem.
I know.
And that's why I think
Didn't help matters when his grandpa died.
no. So I'm thinking because her and him's never met at all. They don't go. Shay don't go to school here. She goes to Eddyville.
Okay, then how in the heck do they meet each other?
Roblox
Oh God.
with Exie, her cousin.
I guess I'm just out of keen. You know, what the hell's Roblox?
Don't ask. Just don't.
It's a stupid game.
It's Roblox is kind of like
Minecraft.
no. Yes, exactly.
Both stupid, yes.
I'm sorry about that, Age of Goth girl.
I'm sorry about that.
I think we've all lost our grandmothers, grandparents. I still have one. It's a lot like Minecraft. Ugh. Excuse me.
Yeah, I was thinking Minecraft.
Coda's on there. You should go play Coda.
I don't play Minecraft or Fortnite. Sorry.
You know, that little boy, he made my day the other day, though.
All right, what'd you do?
Stuck up for himself.
Good, about fucking time.
Well, he always has, and you know it. It's one thing about Dakota. You're welcome. He, so a kid was, bullying him in a way. He, asked Dakota where his dad was, and he goes, well, in Atumwa. And the boy cracked up and said, well, my dad's at home. I get to see him every day, unlike you. And I guess Dakota wasted no time snatching him by the back of his head and slamming his face into a locker 6 times. And Mary tried to ground him. I'm like, no, you don't. He stuck up for himself, and I've always said that.
Yeah, you're always telling him he needs to.
And he does. And I told Taylor the same thing. At the end of the day, the world isn't going to be nice to you. It's not nice to anybody. The people outside of this world that we live in, even the ones in here or the ones I work with or the ones you go to school with, you're always going to meet the ones that are not nice to you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have a voice and you don't stick up for yourself and you keep thinking somebody's going to, they're not. So if you don't express yourself, and you're just going to remain soft and you're just going to be walked over your whole life. And it's sad that every one of us here was bullied, and it was that bulliness that made us who we are. It's made us strong. It's made us have a voice. I just don't want my kids to have to go through that to get a voice. I just want them to be who they are and never change from that. If that makes sense.
Yeah. You guys have anything else?
Mm-mm.
Well, that's
Real quick, what were you saying?
oh, I don't have it. I was just about ready to say I don't have anything.
Give me a minute. I'm scrolling down here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have 3 up right now. Let's
Okay.
see who can get the best out of 3.
Age of what walnut? It happens to the best of us.
Yes.
Me and my wife, we actually went to school together. I actually went to school with both my wives. My first wife was actually my first, actually, and
No comment.
we dated on and off ever since. And we started dating first back when we were teenagers, and dated off and on, and then reconnected after high school. We were both 21, 22, and she got pregnant when we were 22. Had our first, and then had our next one, and we were 23 and a half.
You want to tell them the funny story about when she found out she was pregnant with Coda? Taylor kept putting her hands on mommy's belly and went, baby
Yeah.
brother. And I'm like, Mary, you're pregnant. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. 3 months of this, she finally went and got it tested. Sure enough, she was 3 months pregnant.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a boy.
Hence Dakota was born.
I still give a shit like that every time I talk to her.
And then my wife now, we knew each other from high school, and we connected back in 2016, 2017. And we just got married like 2 years ago after 2 kids later.
You're
Talk
welcome.
about kind of late, but it happens.
And then I've known my current wife for 15 years. Just, yeah.
15 years, no kids later, they get married. Now he's got grandkids. Who knew? He skipped a lot.
She has 4 kids from a previous marriage, and I have 1 from an ex that I never married.
Age of what, walnut? Don't take this the wrong way. I'm not going to try to be a dick and coach into something. Church. Best way. Well, I would say sex counseling, but you don't want to try that. I've been down that road. Don't do that.
Anywho, moving on.
You could try the bar, but most generally when you get those, you get something you don't want attached to it.
Or you might have a guy that pulls down his pants trying to prove that he has your name across his ass.
Larry Dale. He really does have your name there.
Can't believe I just brought him up on here, but anywho.
Well, I was actually going to say STDs was one. Or
You always got to be careful unless you physically know the person like we know our.
or you got to dive out the window because she forgot to tell you her husband was at work and he got home early.
And he knows that from experience, folks.
Sadly, I do.
That's been done to him.
No, quite the opposite.
Yeah, you actually caught him.
No. She stirred a fight with me for me to leave. And that's exactly what the hell I did. That was the same night I went to Kara's house, my cousin's, and I get a text at 9 in the morning saying, "Come and get my shit. My new boyfriend's here." That is exactly the text she sent me. And my exact words back. Now that's a possibility.
I'm
We're
glad
not
I could
the
say.
strap on, brother.
I'm glad I could say that's never happened to me. Anywho.
And me. But anyways, that is exactly what she sent me. And my exact words was, if I come there right now, I'm going to jail. Fuckhead's going to the hospital.
I was at the house when he showed up.
Yeah, nobody would let me go to the house. You had to bring me my stuff.
Unfortunately. All right, first one of 3. Most popular wrestler in 2019. Woman of the Year in 2018 and 2019. Ranked number 1 of the top 100 female wrestlers on the PWI's Women's 100 in 2019.
Sasha Banks.
What was that, Insidious?
Becky Lynch.
Correct.
Yeah, you said 2019, and that's when she had her man gimmick.
That's right. All right, Nick, go on.
Let's go to this one. I'm just going to start saying he is a WWE Hall of Famer. Because there's a lot.
Yeah.
He's a former NWA Mid-America Heavyweight Champion 3 times. And right now, the two of you should be very lucky we don't do these podcasts underneath one roof because you'd be kicking me out. He is a one-time CWA International Heavyweight Champion.
Mm-hmm.
A 2-time AWA Southern Heavyweight Champion. Grand Prix Wrestling.
Oh, I don't know those.
International Heavyweight Champion. NWA Gulf Coast Tag Team Champion with his brother.
Really?
There's a bonus clue.
Niners?
No.
Lawler?
No, he is an International Championship Wrestling former International Championship Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion 3 times.
Jarrett.
No.
Damn.
And we're gonna get back to Jarrett. And we're gonna get back to Jarrett since you brought that up here in a minute.
Yeah, we know his father passed.
He was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Actually, no, that's not WWE Hall of Fame right there. Sorry. He received the award of Comeback of the Year in '95.
Okay.
This might give it away with Insidious.
Bushwhackers.
No.
The only other one I know of is Hawk and Animal.
His feud of the year in '97 with DDP won him a Pro Wrestling Illustrated Feud of the Year. And Ghost, you better not be searching this up. I hear you clickety click.
No, that's me hitting my links.
Oh.
Exactly. You said WCW. Now I'm on it. Now the brains are going. There was back then. There was
Stanley Weston Award 2011.
I don't know that one.
Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame class of 2009.
2009? Fuck. That was long ago. You said it was with his brother,
4-time WCW World Champion.
Goldberg.
No.
Well, we know it ain't Sting.
One-time WWF IC champ. 2-time WWF World Heavyweight Champion. This might give it away. He is the 1987 King of the Ring.
Austin.
No.
No, he said no. He's
Jake the Snake Roberts.
No.
what year?
Lanny. Oh, Macho Man.
Yeah, you went with Chad. I was waiting for one of you to go with Chad until you realized Chad already answered it correctly.
I didn't think it would have been Macho, but yeah.
Yeah, so it was Macho Man, and then the brother he won the tag titles was Lanny Poffo. He was inducted to WWE Hall of Fame in 2015. And the reason I said we're coming back to Jarrett is because Jeff Jarrett's father passed away today. Which is one of the guys that helped Jeff create Total Non-Stop Action.
I'll be honest, man. I think you said 2009 Hall of Fame.
All right, this is my last one because I do have to go to bed here soon. Oh, damn. He has a lot more than what I thought he did. Holy shit.
So then I got one before you go to bed.
All right, let me scroll down here to some that you might actually understand. He was ranked number 13 on the top 500 single wrestlers in 2014.
That don't help.
In Pro Wrestling Noah, he held the Global Tag League Fighting Spirit Award in 2011.
I don't know that one either.
He won the Global Tag League Technical Award in 2010.
Don't know that one.
Revolution Pro Wrestling Undisputed British Tag Team Champion.
So we know he was British. That helps.
And you can ask me what company if you want.
You said British. Hold on.
No, in other words, what company he's currently signed to.
None.
No, he's currently signed to one.
Probably AEW.
Yes.
And if that's the case, I'm going to say William Regal.
No, because he's in WWE NXT.
He is now officially?
Yes. Ring of Honor. He is a 2-time Ring of Honor World Champion. A 2-time Ring of Honor World Tag Champion.
Austin Aries.
No. But I can tell you he won those British tag titles with Aries.
Fuck, now I'm thinking.
He is a former West Side Extreme Wrestling Champion twice.
Was he ever in TNA?
No.
WWE?
Yes.
NXT?
Yes. Before it became the new NXT.
Oh, now that really helps. Because that just made this a whole lot easier.
He is a 1-time WWE United States Champion.
I think I'm going to go with Bobblehead, Claudio.
Cesaro, a.k.a. Claudio Gastonoli. Correct.
No,
I figured once I started saying the WWEs, it would start giving it away. Because the next one would have been 5-time Raw Tag Champ, 2-time SmackDown Tag Team Champion. And this one would have gave it away to Ghost. He won the 2014 Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
All right. He is AWF Super Heavyweight Champion 1 time.
Give me a second. I am shutting down my laptop. That way I can't be considered cheating since I am heading to bed here in a minute anyway. Oh, shit. Almost dropped my phone. All right, go ahead. Say that again.
AWF Super Heavyweight Champion.
No clue.
Continental Wrestling Association, one-time champion. NWA Northwest, one-time champion. Pro Wrestling Illustrated Comeback of the Year in 96. Ranked number 16 of the top 500 single wrestlers in 91. Ranked number 122 of the top 500 single wrestlers in the year 2003.
Was he ever in WCW?
Yes.
Tito Santana.
No. NWA Southern Heavyweight Championship one time.
Did he have an unbeaten streak for the longest time?
No.
Damn it.
You're thinking Goldberg. No.
Yes, I was.
NWA Southern Western Tag Team Champion one time was Shane Douglas.
Bogglehead said Piper, so I'm going with him on Piper.
No.
Damn it. He's normally right.
Bob?
United States Wrestling Texas Heavyweight Champion one time. Unified World Heavyweight Champion 2 times.
Was he in WWE at one point?
Yes. Held the title 2 times. But back then it wasn't WWE.
So he hasn't been in the company since it name changed.
Yes, he has. He was also World Championship Wrestling 2 times. United States Heavyweight Champion 2 times. WWF Championship 2 times.
Okay, no.
Most overrated in 93. You're coming up on the last ones, guys.
What about 93?
He was most overrated. In 93, he was least favorite wrestler, worst interviews in 99, worst worked match of the year in 1990 versus the Night Stalker. That's it. That's all the clues I got, dude. There is none else. Just let me know if you give up. All right, I got to do one more clue.
What companies has he won the world title in again?
Both WCW and WWF.
Which would make him a how many time champion?
3. And
I was thinking Sid.
The black vest.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking Sid for a minute. That's why I asked how many titles reigns.
Sid Vicious.
That's what I was thinking. Ghost, do you have one for us before we go to bed?
Yeah, I got one.
All right.
Or before I game for at least 45 minutes.
Okay, before I go to bed.
Probably any time for Insidious.
All right. Most improved wrestler, 1998.
Okay.
Global Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champion.
Okay. I don't know those independent ones, so.
Was he in WCW?
Yes.
WWE?
Yes.
Okay. ECW?
No.
Okay, so that takes out who I thought. Okay. Go ahead.
He's a Triple Crown champion.
In both?
In 2 different companies.
Okay.
And a Grand Slam champion in WWE.
There's only a handful of those.
Okay, so
He
it
was
ain't.
the most.
So it's not Styles because he was a Grand Slam and Impact as well.
I did say. Oh. Most underrated in 2002. He's held. Well, I guess if I say Grand Slam, I guess that means he's held every title. He's held pretty much every single title in both WCW and WWE.
How many world titles has he held?
In which company?
Both.
4 and 2.
So 6.
He is a Hall of Famer.
So it's not Jericho.
Mick Foley.
No,
So it's not Mick, okay.
no, no.
No, because you said he wasn't in ECW, so that would take out anybody from ECW.
You're right.
I'm trying not to say the next thing.
Do I have his tattoo on my left arm?
It is not Goldberg.
Damn it!
He keeps hoping someone's going to have Goldberg.
I will one of these days, but yeah. So 4 and
He
6.
was in TNA. He's held the TNA Legend Championship and
Oh,
the World
fuck.
Tag Team Champion in TNA.
Is he wrestling now?
No.
Did he just retire?
Yes.
Booker T!
Fuck you.
Soon as you said Legends Championship in TNA, I knew exactly who it was.
I was thinking it.
I have a second
Well,
one.
If he
soon
would
as
have
he
said
said,
tag
soon
team
as he said,
champion,
soon as
with-
he said 4 and
with
2,
on-screen brother, I probably would have had it with Stevie Ray and Booker T. Of
I know
Hollywood.
that's why I couldn't do it. It would give it away too easy.
as soon as you said 4 and 2, I started thinking, wait a minute. No, that can't be right because he was a 5-time WCW champion.
But the fifth one he held in the WWE side.
Oh yeah, true. That is right.
Okay. I did have one more. This was gonna be a lot harder because he's not that well known.
Oh boy, should we know him?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Oh. Man. Okay. He was in. Okay, so he was a 3-time champion, tag team champion in WWE. That's pretty much all he held in WWE.
Okay.
He's known as a tag team specialist.
Ooh.
So it's not Edge, not Christian, not Matt, or not Jeff, not the
Bubba Ray
Dudleys.
Dudley.
No, because the only thing he's held in WWE was the tag titles.
Like I said, it took out the Hardys, the Dudleys, and Edge and Christian right
He has-
there.
Best impression in 2000.
Say that again.
The best impersonation award in 2008.
No, it can't be Chavo because he's held the light heavyweight title. Not going to be Eddie.
He did Wrestling of Honor for years. Got to another star.
He's what?
Got married to another former diva.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of all the ones that are tag team specialists that are married. Billy Kimmel held other titles too.
Raven. The only other one I can think of is Perry Saturn.
Was he in Lucha Underground?
I don't know.
Do we share a first name?
No.
Okay, so it's not Paul London.
No, but you're actually closer. But no, it's not Brian Kendrick. No, if I said it, you're closer. You'd see that.
Okay, you were about to say he was close.
Okay, I'll do this. He's famous. He's currently in.
I can't understand. You cut out on me there. Say that again.
His partner he's famous for. Well, one of his partners he's famous for is currently in WWE. The other partner he was famous for is dead. And it's his brother. Last clue will give it away. The partner that's in He's currently in the Hurt Business.
MVP.
No. Charlie Haas.
Yep.
Yeah. I was thinking Shelton, and then I went Charlie Haas, and that's why I'm like, no, it can't be, because I thought Charlie held other titles besides tag titles. But
All right.
no.
This will be my
Yes.
last one I'm going to do, and then I am done.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Best feud of the decade in 2010.
What's his debut date? Like the year.
2000.
Okay, so he's recently new. Okay.
Match of the year 2007. Wrestler
Braun?
of the year 2010, 2007.
Too early. No.
Feud of the year 2010. Ohio Valley champion one time. Ohio Valley wrestling tag team champion one time.
It's not the current reigning WWE Undisputed Universal Champion by chance, is it?
No.
Fuck.
Best promo 2015. Best storyline 2015. Match of the year 2015.
Fuck me.
If this,
I know it.
I don't want to say the next clue. This is going to give it away.
I have one name in mind.
Sports Illustrated Muhammad Ali Legacy Award 2018.
So yeah, it's not Seth.
Ultimate
Titus
Pro
O'Neil.
Wrestling. Huh?
Titus O'Neil.
No.
Bray
Heavyweight
Wyatt?
champion at Ultimate Pro Wrestling one time. I will tell you this. He's held the WWE Championship 13 times. Two-time tag champion. Two-time world tag champion. A one-time Money in the Bank winner, two-time Royal Rumble winner.
Randy Orton's the only one I could think of.
Nope.
But I know that's not right. You said one-time Money in the Bank. That would be Anderson or Kennedy. Orton. You said 13, so it's not Cena. Miz has held it twice. Edge has held it twice. Punk's held it twice.
Slammy
Sandow.
Award winner 10 times.
What do you say?
Slammy Award winner 10 times. He had the holy shit move of the year in 2010.
Wait a minute.
Kingston?
No, because we're...
No, Kingston's not won the Rumble.
Mm-mm. You said he's won it twice, right?
Which one?
The Royal Rumble.
Twice.
Brock Lesnar.
No.
Fuck.
Kiss of the year 2012. Match of the year 2013, 2014. WrestleMania 29.
Del Rio. No, Del Rio's not a 13-time champ. Neither is Dolph.
All right, if I do it this way, you'll know who it is. World Heavyweight Champion 3 times. United States Champion 5 times. Tag Team Champions twice.
Never held IC.
Nope.
And I already said Cena. It can't be it because you said 13.
Technically, you said it, but you said you wasn't sure.
Undertaker?
You had it right.
It was Cena.
I said Cena too. Both of us said Cena, and you told us.
Yeah, because you said 13 time,
No,
and then he
guys
said
kept
world
going
champion.
after, so I was like, no. until you actually just said Cena. I was just going to keep going.
I did say Cena.
Not as clear as you just did now.
I said
You guys went
Cena?
through a list.
No, I was.
Point is, you got it.
Yeah, you kept freezing on my end, so he may not have heard you.
Yeah, he was freezing off and on, but it was funny though. But I was waiting.
Because I was trying to
13
calculate.
times. 13.
Cena's won Money in the Bank once, 13 plus world titles. Those two didn't click. I didn't add them together.
I figured you would have got when I said match of the year at WrestleMania's both year. You would have figured out it was against The Rock.
Oh yeah.
And I'm surprised you didn't get the
That's
whole.
not true. That's not
that was
true,
when
though.
he AA
Whoa, whoa,
blew
whoa,
the
whoa, whoa.
table
Time
with
out.
Batista.
Time out. Back up.
Huh.
The problem is that other one, he didn't get match of the year. The match of the year went to Triple H and Undertaker and the
Hell in a Cell.
yeah.
Not according to this. Match of the year 2013-2014 versus The Rock for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania.
Wait. Whose match of the year? PWI or WWE?
It just says that was the Slammy Awards altogether.
Slammy
Everything-
Awards. It was Slammy Awards. It was Cena and Rock.
Yep.
PWI. It was Taker and Tripp.
And he also got one for the Team Cena versus Team Authority at Survivor Series. And the kiss of the year was with AJ Lee.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I
the
forgot he
insult
kissed
of the year
AJ
was
Lee.
the
I
Dolph
knew he did. It
you
was just I couldn't remember what year.
Yeah, I was thinking it was with his. I was thinking it was with Nikki. I forgot about AJ.
Oh, the other one that would have gave it away is if I would have went with this one, the insult of the year in 2012, which was the Dolph Ziggler, Vicky Guerrero. You're the exact opposite. One enjoys eating a lot of nuts, and the other's still trying to find his.
And with that, you all have a blessed night.
I am Insidious. Thanks for watching this podcast.
This is the Ghost, and thank you for watching our podcast.
And I am the Chief. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great night.